If somebody very close did something to you, that hits differently. Extremely intimate, we think that we can trust, and something happens, we feel broken, we feel I'm here, you're here, we're both here. Alright, you already know. Glasses. The hat. The hair. Chivalry isn't dead. It's reborn. Today is for my sisters. Arazo. Every day is for my sisters. Every day is for my brothers. It's always for both of y'all. But just give a little bit more attention to the female population right now. You know what? This might be one of the last times I do this, at least for a while. All right, let's go. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. In some way, things are going my way, even if they're not in the exact ways that I might dictate. There's a lot of things that I should be appreciative of and recognize those things. And I hope that y'all do the same. Life is difficult. It's full of challenges, but we want to deal with them the appropriate way, the right way, the better way. Those you open your heart to, those are the ones that could hurt you the most. As we talk about relationships, we have someone that we're connected to. In this particular situation, it's not just your partner. It's also for people that you're close with. Okay, if somebody very close did something to you, that hits differently. And I think that's the difference, is that when we open our hearts and our lives to somebody, especially the most vulnerable, especially that person that we're extremely intimate and we think that we can trust, and something happens, we feel broken, we feel we can't trust, we feel confused, we feel almost rebellious at times. We just want to lash out, we want to hit back, we want to address that. And it's pretty normal, it happens. When I say normal, I don't mean that I think that it's the appropriate, healthy way to handle it, the right way. I just think that it makes sense. Ladies could attest that y'all put yourself in a position of vulnerability. You're trusting somebody that's close to you, that you want to be close to you, with information, with yourself, with your body. That's why I was talking about the sexual integrity last time. That affects us when we do it prematurely. But when you're doing that and someone hurts you, the idea is that the people that you're closest to usually is the case that affects you the most. Okay. If a stranger, if somebody random does something, says something, it might sting, might take some time to get over it, but it's sometimes forgotten after a certain period of time that's usually shorter than if that was somebody that was close to you that did something harsh or ugly, right? That's the idea. And then when we're trying to build in a relationship with your husband, your soon-to-be husband, what you're hoping is your husband, with a man, with your wife, with the same idea, who's going to be your wife? And that happens. There's a shift inside of you that feels broken, lost. I mean, even saying it, I'm a little broken to say about the pain that I've caused people over time, especially the person that I've cared about ever so deeply as my wife, as the hope to be my wife, as the person that I've loved the most. And I know that it's affected her, and sometimes we become laser beamed on one thing, on something that just is really ugly, negative, hurtful, something that we don't like, a direction that's happening in our lives. And that, I believe, takes you down a wormhole of issues. But when you take a second and see that there is hope, and also a huge portion to the response to when somebody close to you hurts you, what's the appropriate response? Should we get revenge, hurt them back, do something that just makes them feel like they don't matter anymore, forget about them completely as if they don't even exist? Is that the right response? Do you really think so? What if that person was super valuable in your life and you genuinely have a lot of care for them? I think the thing is, it's very hard. We're hurt. We we don't want to give in and just say it's okay, because what they did probably is not okay. I would think so most of the time. Sometimes it's debatable of what really happened. I don't know, but either way, we're hurt. We're trying to send a message that is not okay. And the truth is if you choose forgiveness, which is the route I recommend, you're not saying that what they did is okay. You're saying that the way that you're going to approach it, as if you're not going to hold them hostage to that. Now, your approach might shift because wisdom applies. You think about how to approach things wisely, appropriately. That makes sense. I get it. But as far as this embittered heart, the way that you view them as a criminal, as if they're something that you just look at poorly, or whatever the situation is, that is going to shift and be released, where you can look at them with hope, maybe with love even. And I don't mean love in a romantic way. I mean, hopefully if it's your husband or wife, that yes, that is restored. That's my hope. I hope that's your hope as well. But it's that you look at them as a way, like a person that actually matters, because they do. They matter. And if we look at something, and I'm going to apply this biblical principle in the Bible, it says, bless those that curse you. Bless those that curse you. So if somebody says something ugly, horrible to you, like you want to cuss back at them, you want to say something ugly to them, no, but it's saying bless them. How does that look? I mean, I think there's a reasoning for that. As well as the next step that even goes further, says, love those that hate you. Love those that hate you? How does that look? Right? Not to go into this too deeply, but it's relevant, powerful. The love Jesus shared on the cross were for those that didn't consider him and even possibly hate him. And that's why he says, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Now, I'm not trying to say everybody that does something doesn't know what they're doing. Some people do, you know. But the concept is this love is given to those that don't deserve it. This forgiveness is given to those that don't deserve it. It's not about them deserving it, but it's about you having the power to act in this way, that you're freeing yourself, and you're freeing the relationship, and you're freeing the other person to act freely. Now you can move forward in different directions, but true forgiveness doesn't just mean you say the words, I forgive you. There's an actual heart shift, an approach, a mind shift, that you view this person in a way of difference from the way that you viewed them before. The hurt might still be there, but the forgiveness that's acted upon is as if you're not holding them hostage. You know, people, there's consequences. People still have to deal with things at times, but at the same time, the way that you're approaching it isn't as if this attitude of embittered vengeance is wanting to be applied, or this way of looking at somebody as if they're scum. And even if that's the case, even if they are in that mold, they're doing those things, you're going to look at them with wisdom and say, hey, this is what they do. I should be careful of that. But true forgiveness allows you the freedom to act in a way that's different, and it gives you an opportunity to grow. It also gives you an opportunity to heal. It gives the relationship an opportunity to heal when you're in these relationships that actually do matter. Some of them, they're not as keen, not as important to the overall direction of your life. It's not like I said, a stranger. You might forgive a stranger, but at the same time, it's like they're not going to play an important role in your life going forward. But there are people that, no, this is a person in my life. This is somebody that I know is an important person in my life. I want them to be a part of my life. I just don't know how to manage that. And when you have this attitude of forgiveness, hopefully it's handled appropriately. Like I said, I'm not trying to say be unwise in your approach. Be wise. Be wise. Always be wise. That's my hope. And I hope that these videos help you to gain a form of wisdom, a form of vision that you can see like, how should I approach this? But at the same time, forgiveness plays a huge role. And it opens your heart to not be embittered, to be caged by these feelings that control you. When you have unforgiveness, when you allow these things just to rule over your heart and mind, they will have control over you in some way or form. When the wind comes, the storm blows, it doesn't carry you with it. You stand, you endure, you are there, you could handle it. It's not too much for you. These things do hurt, but you don't have to let them carry you away. Handle it well. Manage the storm. Manage your emotions. Doesn't mean be numb. Doesn't mean be careless. Care. I know that this was another tough topic. Sometimes when people think about the people that have hurt them, the things that they hold on to, when they hear these words, they think, I don't want to hear that. But when you open your ear to things that are wise, to things that are helpful, and you actually take it in, there's a benefit that comes from that. You should listen. You should open your ears to things that are helpful. Alrighty. Okay. Araso. I said it already, but I'm going to say it again. I get it. Get it. You get it. You get it. Come out. Thank you.